Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. Anthony Joshua tells the fans to fight Deontay Wilder if they want to see it so bad. Stay tuned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the Super Chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family we work in. Now, this is literally, to me, I got wind of it. It's unbelievable. The New York Times, you guys see, I'm on the screen. New York Times, Associated Press, they have an article. Link is in the description. The header says Anthony Joshua can't escape talk of Deontay Wilder, right? And they're kind of recapping what happened at the DAZN press conference. Someone in the crowd jumped at the opportunity and shouted, quote, AJ, we want Wilder, which was Blue Blood. So make sure you guys subscribe to him. That created a frenzy, and it got a lot of people talking, just that one chant, that heckling. And Joshua told the Associated Press, quote, let them being the fans, let them train to be a fighter and fight Deontay Wilder. Joshua told Associated Press, the AP, it's easy talking about it. It's another thing doing. Right? We go on. Let's talk about this. Is what Joshua said. This career isn't determined by what people want, Joshua said. It's my career. I've always pulled for and done what was right for myself, which has ultimately led me to becoming a champion. It's not about the big light, Joshua said. It's not about taking from the industry. I don't want to drive a Rolls Royce tomorrow. I don't want a one-hit fight wonder. Then I'm champion for 1 week, and a few months later, I've lost it because I'm living the life. I want to add to the industry, give back. I do it because I'm passionate about it. Listen, this is like, to me, this is insane talking points from Anthony Joshua. I have, in my whole time covering boxing, never heard of a heavyweight fighter, let alone really any other fighter, who was linked like Mayweather, Pacquiao, Errol Spence, Keith Thurman, or whatnot. And the person who was being pressured to fight the other guy, their contemporary, their rival, their enemy, their arch nemesis, whatever. And then they tell the fans to instead fight that fighter, especially heavyweight. Like what fan, just you, so you're just a 5'8" fan and you're gonna fight a heavyweight that's 6'7"? You know what I'm saying? He says, let them train to be a fighter and fight Deontay Wilder. It's easy talking about it. It's another thing doing it. But this is your job. The fans actually pay your bills. I don't know who does the PR for Matchroom, but it's like, I don't understand why they haven't pulled the plug on certain interviews. And it seems to me like AJ, he's probably a cool dude, but the more he does interviews, the worse it gets. Because he keeps saying stuff like, oh, 50 mil, I swear, tell Wilder's team 50 mil, take the fight tomorrow. Right? Oh, the fans, tell the fans fight him. It's mad. You know what I'm saying? He's saying stuff that is not gonna go over well with the fans. Like, I was shocked to hear him say the fans should fight Wilder. Like, we want you to fight him. You know, Mayweather didn't fight Pacquiao initially because Pacquiao didn't want to take a drug test. But yet and still, you had neither guy telling the fan to fight the other guy. You didn't see Floyd saying, all right, y'all motherfuckers want me to fight Pacquiao? Y'all fight Pacquiao. Y'all train. Y'all get in the gym. You know what I mean? You didn't hear Pacquiao. I want the bands to bite Floyd. Like, you didn't hear that. But Joshua somehow feels that it's necessary to throw that out there. So between Eddie Hearn doing his thing, saying like Joshua is the A side and his profile is somehow catapulting, even though if you go to Joshua, Eddie Hearn, anything associated with Matchroom announcing the fight, the fan comments are like horrendous, you know what I mean? And people are lashing out. Somehow Eddie Hearn still believes that Anthony Joshua fighting Povetkin, his profile is on the incline, and no matter who Wilder fights, since we don't know who he's gonna fight, Wilder's profile is on the decline. This is just absolute rubbish, people. Absolute rubbish. And then to hear Joshua say this career isn't determined by what people want. All right. See how the fans receive that. You know what I mean? Because they're the ones at the end of the day buying your merchandise, buying tickets to your shows, buying the pay-per-view if they can't go to it live. They're the ones supporting you. They're the ones, like, you know, you have fighters in gyms who want to be like you. So to hear that, it's pretty off-putting and disappointing. This career isn't determined by what people want. And the thing you can slice this so many ways. Joshua says he wants to fight Wilder. So why would you make a statement, this career isn't determined by what people want, when you're saying you want the same thing and that the fans want? The fans are pressuring you to fight Deontay Wilder. You're saying you want to fight Deontay Wilder. So why would you even need to say the career isn't determined by what people want? You know, that doesn't make sense. Like, let's say me and Jerry Seinfeld are going to order a pizza and we agree on the toppings for the pizza. We both want a cheese pizza. And then Jerry Seinfeld says, like, why do you always want to get your style of pizza? I'm not going to just bow down and give, like, you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense because we agreed on the topping. We agreed on the type of pizza. So for him to say something like, I'm not going to just, you don't always get your way, that doesn't even make sense. So Joshua's saying this career isn't determined by what people want, but you say you want what the fans want, which is the Wilder fight, road to undisputed, unification. And Wilder definitely wants it because I've talked to him and he told me he wants it. Right? And he's been calling for it and been pressuring. He said, I'm going to smoke these guys out. And looks like that's what he's effectively doing. He's at the ESPN SB last night with his girl. They got all fly and dressed up and he's enjoying life because a lot of the groundwork has been done and now the other people are starting to see it. So he could just kick back. He don't have to keep doing interviews right now trying to clear up his name. There's no damage control for him to really do at this current point. So very disappointing. And again, this is a testament to what I'm saying. You have a place like, or a publication like the New York Times, you know, New York Times bestseller, widely respected for their print work, right? The New York Times, the title of their article is Anthony Joshua Can't Escape Talk of Deontay Wilder. So you guys tell me what it is, but very disappointing as a fan. Fuck the reportership. As a fan, to hear Joshua tell the fans to fight Wilder when we want to see you fight him because you guys have the belts. What are the fans fighting Wilder for? They don't have belts. They don't have the proper training. They're probably not heavyweights, all of them. You know what I mean? So that doesn't even make sense. You have all of the belts in the division, right? So that's why they want to see you. But see, like I said, I don't really condone some of this talk from Joshua. This sounds like the initial interview with Sky Sports and Johnny Nelson that had Anthony Joshua and people questioning his intent, right? Because on that interview, he said, oh, I got an angel on one shoulder. I got a devil on the other shoulder, right? And the businessman is saying, we might take the fight this year, maybe 2019, maybe 2020, whenever it works best. We're not going to be pressured for anything. We're not going to let anyone pressure us. We're going to do, but you're a champion. You have the WBA, IBF, and the WBO belt, right? So you can't really say, oh, I need more training, or, oh, we're going to move at our speed. And you can't really do that because you're a champion. If you want to, that's why you don't become a champion if you want to operate at your own pace, because it's unfair for other people in the division who are ranked, who want to crack at it and want to unify ultimately. That's the end game. That's the end goal for most, and you don't see that. You don't see Terrence Crawford. He said he moved up his first fight in a new division, challenged the title holder and took his title with ease. You know, you had Errol Spence, who was down Kell Brook's throat, another UK fighter in the matchroom, and he would not stop until he got his just due, and he did it, and then he became a champion. And now they said they're trying to fight the best, and Errol Spence tells you all the time, I'm trying to unify, man down, call Al, I'm trying to unify, I'll fight whoever, you know. And now you have Joshua saying it's not about taking from the industry. What does that even mean? Being in a unification, the biggest fight in boxing, how's that taking away from any industry? I don't want to drive a Rolls Royce tomorrow. What does that have to do with anything? How do you not want to drive a Rolls Royce, but you said you want to be boxing's billionaire? You said you want to be boxing's billionaire, a self-made billionaire out of boxing. But now you're saying I don't want to drive a Rolls Royce tomorrow. So again, I don't know who's doing all this PR, but these things aren't good for the stock of Joshua, and definitely not for DAZN, which is a new streaming app. You can't give Americans this and expect Americans to buy a new product, you know what I mean, that's affiliated with you. Let me know your thoughts. Joshua can't escape talk with Deontay Wilder, and y'all better start training because it looks like he wants y'all to fight Wilder instead. Smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.